He's a bunny bee? He's like a Barnaby? A bunny bee? A bunny bee. He is a bunny bee. Oh, instead of a honeybee, a bunny bee. I love it. Cute. So, this was our reward for the party. We hit this similar to egg white magic. I don't think so. He's Bubby. It's true. I use honey a lot, but I want to start with asking chat a real quick question. Why honey? Why honey? It does cool things IRL. It makes sense. It would be magically cool too. So what is honey used for IRL? Chat, what's honey used for? What do you use honey for? Because it's sweet. Yeah. Honey's sweet. We put it in food and in candy. What are some other things honey's used for? Antibiotic? Mm-hmm. Everything! The correct answer, yes! It's sweet, it's an antibiotic, it's antifungal, it's cool. So, correspondences. Wait, did I do this out of... No, I didn't. Okay. So what does honey represent? For being an antibiotic, for being an antifungal? Healing. What about if it's sweet? Joy, sweetness, attraction. Yeah, it's antimicrobial. It helps with allergies. It does so much, right? So if you're thinking about using honey in a spell, you can use it in a healing spell. You can use it in joy. You can put it in your tea. Attraction, happiness, abundance, divination, question mark, question mark, question mark. So that's what most of this is going to be about, is this divination thing. So, ooh, coffee with milk and cinnamon. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. So this is Greek myth. Please take this with a grain of salt. I am not Hellenistic. Lynn is like best buds with Mercury and Hermes, and they gave me this information. I did not get this myself, but very, very condensed. Apparently Hermes asked Apollo, who rules prophecy, to be able to do prophecy, and Apollo said, no, that's my job. You can't do that. But because he thought Hermes was a cool little brother, he let him in on divination and also let him ask his oracles questions if Hermes offered them honey. So, nope, never mind. So, now honey is associated with divination to more or less an extent. So there's a lot of powerful magic in cotton. Salt is strong as all heckin' heck. Salt is so strong. Salt is kind of like a white candle. It can kind of do everything, but it's also just extremely strong with banishing. Hermes is a hoot. Yeah. So this is why I use this in my divination practice. I use it because Lynn told me about it and I tried it out because it was really, really easy to try out, and it ended up working really, really well. So from one little bunny on the internet, honey works really well for divination stuff. You can also use it really, really easily for offerings. Honey makes a great offering to almost anything or anyone. I was sitting here writing this and I'm like, I'm sure there's a spirit out there who doesn't like honey. but they better tell you about it. Like, they better specify that to you real fast, because it's great for fae, for deities, for spirits, and my favorite little phrase, other than human persons. So you can use it for spells, you can use it for divination, you can use it for offerings. It's fantastic. How do you use it? How do I use it in my divination practice? Okay? Easy, 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 easy. Honey in my coffee. Lynn's been talking about it this whole time. It tastes good. You don't like honey? Get out of here. No. Don't get out of here. Stay. We like you. So, in the morning, I put honey in my coffee. I also will put turmeric powder, black pepper, and cinnamon or cardamom. But that's different. That's not for divination. That's just because it's good for you and I like it. But honey in your coffee is a really easy way to start putting honey into your daily practice. Cassandra, yes. Absolutely patron saint of autism for sure. We feel like Cassandra all the time around here. And if you've noticed, you might not notice that this is almost a recipe you might have seen before for quote-unquote golden milk. I think it's haldidu. I don't know how to pronounce that for sure. I hope I didn't butcher it. It's Indian. It's made with milk, honey, turmeric, and cardamom over heat. It's really, really yummy, and it's kind of what I'm doing here. Lazy person, and also there's coffee. But this is yummy. This is really good. I really recommend it if you like honey, if you like turmeric. Fantastic. So it's a really easy way to daily get some honey into your system, to get that flowing so you can start getting some more divination experience. Now, I coupled this honestly with, having a YouTube channel where I do divination for 6 hours plus a week. And that practice is also going to make me a lot better at what I do very quickly. So my scientific reasoning there, or my scientific practice there wasn't great. I did change 2 variables at once, but I do think honey helped me quite a lot on this journey, and I would really recommend it. What else can you do with honey? Obviously, you can put it in your tea if you don't have coffee in the morning, really easy. But what else for divination, right? And specifics. So I use this not just to feed myself, but I also use honey to feed my decks. I made this really stupid little graphic here. It's a sugar crystal grid. Instead of a crystal grid, it's a sugar crystal grid. It was supposed to be a joke. But you can... Isn't scrying by a Terra already divination? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it boosts your divination power, ? If that's the right way to put it. Tarot is how I do divination. Honey is how I power myself up for it. I think it helps. It's helped me at least connect with the tarot cards. So I feed myself honey and I feed the cards honey. So you'll hear me talk about this a lot, actually. You've probably heard me say that my ducks are hungry. You've probably heard Lynn saying something like, uh-oh, the ducks need some chocolate. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. Hi. It's good to see you. You've probably heard me say, uh-oh, you guys are hungry. So we have a practice here where I will put out my decks somewhere really nice, somewhere big, probably like the kitchen table. I'll just kind of arrange them really nice into a pretty pattern, and I will feed them things like mead or honey wine, honey itself, chocolate, food, wine, coffee, anything that you would feed a spirit or offer a spirit, I can offer to my decks to help them recharge. But particularly, I've noticed that mead and honey wine and honey itself and you know it, chocolate are what they like best. They slurp that stuff up. My Lady Lapine deck, obsessed with white chocolate. Who would have guessed? They like the good stuff. Absolutely, they love the good stuff. Other things you can do with honey. Obviously, you can put it in your tea. You can make home medicine. You can make face masks. Since they're antibiotic, since they're antimicrobial and antifungal and all that good stuff, if you make them with face masks, they're pretty good for like acne and other stuff you might want to get rid of on your face. Test patch, and also like cross check with your doctor, because apparently with some medication that you put on your face, you're not supposed to mix that with honey. Do your own research for that. Obviously, you can use it for offerings, for attraction spells, because it's very, very sweet. We've all heard the phrase, honey will attract more flies than vinegar. It'll attract other things too, like people, spirits, anything like that. Abundance spells. Honey, why not? We got the phrase milk and honey means abundant, okay? Binding spells. It's sticky. Like, what else are you gonna do? It's sticky. You can bind things with it. Triple dose honey. Yeah. I put here with question marks, maybe you could do banishings with it because it's antibacterial, but like maybe like really consider why you're using it, because since it can also attract things, it would be, you'd have to really know what you're doing in that spell to do a banishing. Obviously with divination, and it's kind of almost a catch-all, right? Add it to a spell to make it more powerful. Depends. Whatever you want to do. Last thing here that I really, really wanted to show you guys was, like, I was doing my research for this and I came across possibly the most beautiful Yahoo questions I've ever seen in my life. It says, what does it mean to dream of hummingbirds feeding on honey pouring from your head? Like, fam? Like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. That's gorgeous. And I had to share that with you guys because I was blown away. I don't know, something about that stuck with me. So anyway, that's where I'm at. That's my honey presentation I put together. I was really proud of it. I thought it was cool. I hope you learned something today. I didn't know this. I just know Lynn said, hey, put honey in your coffee. It'll help you read tarot. And I went, okay. And it did. So I learned something too, putting this together for you. But yeah, I hope you can use some honey in your magic soon. Maybe you can roll your candle in it. I'm sure that'll smell really good when you burn it. Just for hot dates. Isn't that a wild dream, Nick? I think it's neat. So here we are now, we're ready. I don't know how many people have gotten in line since we started. I don't think anybody. But we are in fact open. Oh, I'm so big. We are in fact open for business. Open for business. Here? Yeah, something like that. And I'm ready to read. I'm ready to read tarot. Beeswax candles. That's probably a better option, huh? Flex tape. Yeah, salt is the flex tape of magic. White candles are the flex tape of magic. Honey isn't too far off.